Hello and welcome to episode 156 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode is supposed to be the Champions League final. But before we can do that, we've got a meeting with the board. I'll be back with that one in a moment. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure what I've done wrong, but the board wished to hold a meeting to discuss my apparently rather concerning handling of the media, which they feel breaks a promise I made when appointed to try and improve my behaviour when dealing with the media, and they make the point that failure to attend the meeting will result in the board terminating my contract. So let's attend the meeting and try and save my job. So, we're disappointed you've failed to control the media better despite your promise to do so when appointed. We would like you to explain yourself. I made a mistake. I'll go with that. So they will let me off. So I have managed to save my job, and I'll be back with extended highlights of the Champions League final in just a moment. Okay, here is our team then for the Champions League final, and it is Falcao in goal. Back four is Kirmza, Satilmis, Talbot and Regis. Boyle at the base of midfield, Alonso and Lopez ahead of him, Lapcevic on the left, Bidner on the right, Shevchik up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant wants me to put the emphasis on how fantastic the fans have been for us. I think that's probably fair enough, to be honest. So let's pump the fists and agree with him. And let's get into the tunnel for our tunnel interview. Arsenal will have to cope without Bello Aquini for the game. His absence is a massive boost for you, isn't it? They'll cope just fine. David Martos misses out due to injury. How much of an absence will he be? We've got to focus on the players we do have. Sam Satilmis seems to be playing a different position. Why is that? Because we need him to. I picked the team that gives us the best chance of winning. There we go. Okay, so let's kick the match off and see if we can manage to bring home the trophy. Arsenal in possession to begin with. Ortega finds Bibi. Back to Daniele. Into Jelic, who plays the ball over the top, and the highlight comes to an end. And we are on extended highlights for this one, so there should be another highlight along fairly soon. But approaching the quarter of an hour mark, and we get the next one. Dragan with the throw-in for Arsenal. And Arsenal retain it through Renan. And it's Falcao with the ball now. And he launches it straight down the middle. Shevchik wins the flick on. Lopez is onto it, but shoots wide. And the highlight comes to an end. But there's immediately another one. Boyle with a free kick, but he shoots wide. Although via the wall, so it is a corner. Boyle with the in-swinging corner, right-footed. Into the middle, headed away. Lapcevic gives the ball away, but we win it straight back. Talbot to Bidner. Regis shoots, and it's over the top. Highlight comes to an end. So we've had more efforts, but not one on target yet. And it is another Newcastle attack. Shevchik's in on the right hand side. Turns, plays it across. And Lapcevic has the shot, but it's over the top. Highlight comes to an end again. So I think we've done alright in the opening 25 minutes. So we'll drop some encouragement and See if we can manage to get another opportunity. We've managed to keep Arsenal largely at arm's length so far, and long may that continue. Newcastle throw. Bidner picks up the ball. It's Alonso into Shevchik, plays it wide to Bidner again, into Shevchik, who shoots, and Lopez's shot is charged behind for a corner. And it is an in-swinging corner, right-footed from Boyle. His in-swinger headed away, Lapcevic collects, and surely that's a foul. But it's not given, but Michael Shevchik has scored, and it is Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 1. Out of almost nothing, we've managed to gain the lead. Shevchik has the ball now on the right hand side, plays it back to Regis, into Alonso, back out again for Shevchik on the right. He beats the man and shoots, but it's cleared, and the highlight comes to an end. So we deserve to be in the lead, and it does look like we're going to go in at half time with a 1-0 lead, and we do. So let's go and drop some words of encouragement on the boys. We're doing well. Keep going. I'm not going to make any changes for performance reasons. We're doing well, so why would I? And fitness wise, we're fine as well. So let's start the second half and see if we can see it through. Alonso to Boyle. Talbot plays it out to the right for Regis. His ball over the top is one for Bidner to chase. He crosses it in, and we are dispossessed. Highlight comes to an end. So good opportunity not taken. De Jong with a free kick for Arsenal. Headed up rather than away. And Falcao makes a save. Highlight comes to an end. And we are approaching 56 minutes in. So coming up to the hour mark. Still holding on for a 1-0 lead at the moment. Still no need of any substitutions, although actually Regis has picked up a knock. So after this highlight, I'll get Regis off and we'll find a replacement, as Daniele finds Bibby for Arsenal. Bibby turns, shoots, and it's gone over. So we'll pause it there and make at least one substitution. In fact, it will be several. Regis is actually injured, so we'll bring on Marais to play at right back. We also need to take off Oscar Lopez, and we'll bring on Quiroga, and we will take off, let me see, Boyle, I think. Ryan Boyle can come off for Cyril Zerbrig. And that'll do for now. So we've got 2 more subs left and 20 minutes of action remaining. We will get another sub in extra time if it goes that far. Obviously, with the way things are at the moment, I hope it doesn't. Right, Bidner needs to come off. So we'll bring on... who will we bring on? Bidner. So we'll bring on the youngster, Freddie Abaroa. And then I'm going to take off Lapcevic very shortly. Shevchik plays it back to Marais. Zerbrug to Alonso. Back to Zerbrug. Finds Kermser on the left. Crosses it in, and Shevchik heads it home. And it is Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. And that should put the game to bed. Yes, we want to make that one change, but we're going to make another. Lapcevic is going to come off, and Christopher Quinn will come on in his place. as Abaroa shoots and it's deflected behind. So we've got 12 minutes and we don't get to see the corner. So it's looking like we're going to be winning the Champions League with Newcastle. Zerbrug to Quiroga gives the ball away and Arsenal can break. Renan comes in field, finds Hongbo. Diaz shoots and it's deflected into the arms of Falcao. Talbot takes it off him, Morais, and the highlight comes to an end. Into the final 5 minutes, still holding that 2-goal lead. Kerms's throw in to Zerbrug. Kermser gets it back, plays it down the line, but Draguin wins it back for Arsenal. Ortega to Torres. Steele, Torres to Hungbo. Dragun on the right for Arsenal. Crosses it in, it's headed away. Satilmis, I think. Steele shoots, but too high. And 3 minutes left. Will there be any more highlights, or is that going to be the end of the action? There's 5 added minutes, so still work to do. Steele for Arsenal finds Ortega. Torres to Draguin. Comes over the halfway line down the right wing. Finds Renan, who crosses it in. And the shot from Bibi is over the top. That might well be Arsenal's last chance. Falcao with the goal kick goes short to Satilmis. Finds Talbot into Zerbrug. Satilmis to Kermser. Turns, plays it to Satilmis. Long ball forward for Shevchik. Wins the flick on but only finds Daniele. Draguin brings it forward for Arsenal. Finds Bibi. Renan takes over on the right. Crosses it in. And it's deflected into the arms of Falcao, who is looking for an out ball. Bowls it left to Satilmis. Into Zerbrug, who's dispossessed by Hongbo, who shoots straight at Falcao. And it flashes across the area. We managed to get it clear. Abaroa plays it out to Quinn on the left. And the highlight comes to an end. But we get another one. Kermser throws it in, but it's given away. And Arsenal can come away with it. Daniele to Diaz. Plays it forward for Hongbo. Into Renan. And he's in on goal. But Falcao makes the save. We're now into the final minute of 5 added. And Falcao claims the corner with ease. That should diffuse the last of the danger, hopefully. Falcao launches it straight down the middle. Shevchik wins the flick on again, but finds Daniele, who puts it straight out of play. We've got less than 30 seconds to hold on, and we've got a 2-0 lead. We're going to win the Champions League here. Zerbrug into Alonso. Finds Morais, and that is full time. We have won the Champions League, and I'll be back to round up the episode with the official confirmation and to tell you what's coming up on the next one. Okay, so here is the official announcement. Newcastle win the Champions League. Newcastle have won the UEFA Champions League after a 2-0 win over Arsenal at Stade de France. Newcastle will certainly look back at some great wins along the way, with perhaps the most notable including their convincing 5-2 aggregate win over Liverpool, an emphatic 3-0 win against Bayern, a comprehensive 6-0 triumph against Saint-Gallen, and a 2-1 triumph against Paris Saint-Germain. The likes of Michal Shevchik and Francesco were key to Newcastle's cup success, with the club having offered a reported maximum bonus pot of £23.5 million for winning the competition at the start of the season. Newcastle players have certainly got a lot to celebrate. Sheehan famously suffered the ignominy of being knocked out of the FA Cup by Crystal Palace in February, but has had the last laugh by going on to capture the Champions League. So there is the official confirmation. I'll be back in a moment with the final Premier League table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the league table. and confirmation that we did actually finish outside of the Champions League positions, but owing to the fact that we won it, we are in the Champions League for next season, and it does look as though England might have 6 teams in the Champions League for the coming season. So plenty of ammunition for England to mount a repeat performance. And all that's left now is for me to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. And quite obviously, it's going to be the summer transfer window. And hopefully we'll be able to bring in some new talent to get us into a position to challenge for the title and hopefully to do well in the Champions League again next season. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.